How's it going, YouTube, and welcome back to the Grid. And I'm your host, Cardfight Grid, and today we have an exciting B premium match for you guys. We have Nociel versus Nightmare Dolls. I know Nightmare Dolls is a big deck in premium, but let's see how it is in B premium. Goes ahead and rides into the Edith. I go ahead and ride into my grade 1 swing, end up checking Nociel. He damage checks a Chelsea, which I'm super happy about, but then he rides a Marissa, puts a card into the soul, gets two non-grade 2s from the top deck, so that's nice, and he does it again, so that must be a nice feeling for him. He ends up getting a Carol and a Rhoda, or no, it was an Edith. It was an Edith that he ended up getting, swinging into me, and ended up taking both. Right into Nociel. Right now I'm about to do the Rhodopon skill, I believe, which is switch a card from hand to damage and then Soul Blast. Right now I'm just contemplating like end up Counter Blasting, Soul Blasting 1, putting a Nociel, the Bell Nociel inside my damage, so all my front row gets plus 5k. And then I end up swinging into his Vanguard and damage triggering a Marissa. So I think that's fair since he got 2 of them to pop off. He ends up riding into the Carol, which is pretty scary because Carol is such a good card. He ends up slow charging the heal trigger. Wow. So that's a grade 3. I believe it's a work org 2. Calls out the Chelsea, which is not a good sign for me. And luckily I have the Heal Guardian, so I believe I plus 10k my Vanguard for the turn. Or just minus 2 crit. Yeah, I plus 10k my Vanguard for the turn. He ends up swinging with the Chelsea, doesn't hit, but he ends up rewriting. And then swings with the Heal Guardian. And believe he's about to do Chelsea's effect, which is call out 2 work awards. No, actually he didn't have the Counter Blast for it, so he just swings with the Hill Guardian, and then he ended up not swinging with Marissa because it's too weak. End up riding into Nociel to damage, switch my damage out, grabbing the trigger. Calling out the grade 2 Nociel to get another Bell Nociel into my damage, adding the Heal Guardian to my hand, which is nice. That is a pretty nice thing about the Nociel deck. You can keep on adding like big shield value to your hand while you're switching out cards from your damage. I'm going to grade 2 to add back, and then I believe I damage checked a PG, so I end up giving it to the grade 2 on the side. And it got plus 3k from its own skill. And right now I'm swinging with the grade 2 Nociel that gets plus 10k. Swinging with the grade 2 that's already plus 13k, so I believe it's 22 then plus the 10. Swinging with Nociel, getting a crit. He says no guard, so he's taking the crit, giving the power to the grade 2 and doing it again. And damage triggering a Heal Guardian PG and a Carol, which I like to see that. And I believe I'm discarding 2 cards to activate Nociel's skill to rewrite another Nociel, which is nice. I believe her skill stands. If I was at 5, if I had 5 Nociels in my damage, I can stand on my rear guard. Or the front rows, I believe. Swing. He ends up taking it. He gets Heal, rides into the Chelsea, not the Chelsea, rides into the Carol, calls Carol out, and he has a lot of Counter Blast, so I'm not really looking forward to it. And he has a Chelsea, so this is not looking good for me. Has another Marissa doing her skill again, which is nice, so you can filter out your hand and get what you need. He ends up getting an Abigail and a Edith, I believe. Oh no, not Abigail, Edith. He ends up getting a Abigail and a Beverly. Calls out the Beverly, calls out the Abigail, and he has an Edith. So the Edith and Yeah, he has 2 Ediths, so they both got plus like 16, I believe, which is scary. So my opponent's swinging big this turn. Gets a front trigger, so this is gonna be the nicest day for me. I believe he's about to swing with the Chelsea, and then he's gonna probably start, and then he's gonna re-ride, or I think he's gonna swing with other rear guards first, and then swing with the Chelsea so he can call over. Oh no, Chelsea's is at the end of the battle skill. Yeah. Oh no, not that. Yeah, end of the battle, put herself into the soul, and then go ahead and make me soul charge with my rear guards. And he rides the Chelsea, gets another cell circle, freeing up 2 spots because the Chelsea took up 1 spot, and then when he rides it, he gets another cell circle, so he can go ahead and call out 2 units at the end of the battle. Swinging, I say no guard. I end up getting a heal trigger, which is nice. Didn't heal, but I got the plus power, which kind of nullifies the front trigger that you got earlier. And he slaps down an Edith and a Rhoda, which is that sucks for me. They end up getting plus probably 18 at this point, just alone, and then they get plus 10k from Chelsea's skill. So I'm just, luckily I got the trigger, so a lot of these guards are just 15k shields, and luckily I have a lot of 15k shields in my hand. And he still has right now he's swinging with the Heal Guardian, and he still has the Edith, the Rhoda, and a column full of Ediths to swing at my face, and this is not looking very good for me, ladies and gentlemen. So right now I am trying to figure out how I'm gonna guard this, and if I am, like, how I'm gonna navigate my next turn. So right now I think I'm about to just take the Edith swing right now. I was contemplating it. It's just difficult choices, ladies and gentlemen, difficult choices indeed. So because if I do live, I would like a Nociel bell. I want to fill my draw with Nociel bells, protect, and then use another protect. So I ended up living, but right now I have to replenish my board, and I have to fix my damage zone as well. So I have to try and figure that out right now. I ride into another Nociel, which is nice, so I can do the rewrite again if I get it. I don't know if I have it in hand right now. I think I'm searching for it, but before I do, I believe, yes, I end up going for it, and I end up getting it. Oh, I believe, yeah, I believe so. And I end up getting the same Nociel, I believe. And right now, end up using Nociel skill. I believe I'm about to call out the grade 2 Nociel to put another Nociel on my drop. I'm trying to navigate through this, and I end up doing that because I have the PG Nociel in there, which is a-okay, so I'm going to keep that in there. I just need my whole drop to have Nociel in its name. Oh, not my whole drop, my whole damage. So I believe I end up with the grade 2 Counter Blasting 1, Soul Blasting 1, putting another Bell Nociel inside the soul. Before I do that, I think I'm contemplating whether or not to use the grade 2 skill to basically get like another setup going, and I think I'm going to do that. So I end up doing that. I end up going with that, putting the grade 3 into my damage, and then I am paying I played the Soul Blast cost again, I think, for the grade 2, and then I end up grabbing the correct grade 3 for the rewrite, and now I have 4 Nociels in damage. And then with the grade 1 skill, I can switch out a card from with my drop, put a card in my damage into my soul, and put a card from my drop into my damage. So now my whole damage is full with Nociels. I have 2 Bell Nociels, so plus 15 to the whole front row. And yeah, I'm going ham, ladies and gentlemen. I'm trying to end him this turn. And end up triggering no triggers. He ends up getting a PG, which sucks on my part, but it's fine because I'm going to get the restand off, or the rewrite off, and then I'm going to restand my 2 front row rear guards, and then I have still 2 boosters 2 for each column. So right now I'm swinging at him and he is, I believe his hand is not that big, but he does have 1 interceptor. Oh, he ends up PGing it. End up swinging with my rear guard, he gets a front trigger, end up swinging with another, and he ends up intercepting with Marissa and playing the heel guardian. And yeah, no reride, he ends up playing the jumping Jill, and and that's basically going to be game, ladies and gentlemen. I intercept, and I think I'm just going to take this swing overall. He gets nothing. Oh, he gets a front as well. Yep, that's the game. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Please like, comment, subscribe, and if you want any deck profiles from these decks, let me know. And until I see you next time, peace.